Welcome, everybody, to New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the LSU Tigers, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. So the LSU Tigers offense begins this game backed up. That was not a good return. Well, the energy of this building is just going to pick up as this Sugar Bowl unfolds. As they say in New Orleans, le bon temps roulé. Let the good times roll.
And really one of the more hostile environments, I think, when it comes to bowl games. You know, I've called so many games in here. Think about the history. Going all the way back to 1935, they played the Sugar Bowl right here in New Orleans. I think a lot of people have associated this bowl game with the SEC. But as we've seen since the start of the playoff, teams like Washington, Ohio State, Clemson, among others, have made this trip down here to the Bayou. Well, this is why they want to get his hands on the football as often as possible. We always know about his ability to make plays downfield, but here they just get it to him quick on a wide receiver screen. He shakes the tackle and picks up nice yards.
Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll give it to the back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. It's a turnover.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
First and goal here for the offense. They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's swarmed by the defense.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally. They can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward. And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last possession, they coughed it up, but it only cost them a field goal. In the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Hey, they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Back to pass. It's Collins. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the defense look slow that time. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. For what in the world was going on the defensive side of it?
What was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. They'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the TCU offense takes the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? The back's got it. Just a small gain. Looking at 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. And the Horned Frogs will bring their punt team onto the field. It's a rough series for the offense, and now he's on to punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And the freshman brings him down quickly. Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field. It's Collins. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. The pass is intercepted. He goes down quickly, but that's a takeaway for this defense. Important play.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They're going to run it. Powers through the tackle. The gain moves the ball to a 34.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Looking to scramble. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws his football, and it falls incomplete.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another 1st down for this offense.
And here's the handoff. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. To the air. It's Lagway. Lets it fly to the wideout. That's a bullet, but it's incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to...
Intercepted, picked off by the defense.
How about this, Chris? The safety reads the quarterback's eyes perfectly and saw the throw before it even happened. If you're the quarterback, that's why it's so important to look those safeties off so they can't break on your throws.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Receiver makes the catch. Finding some room at the 25. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a first and goal. What a play. LSU has moved into the red zone. First down. Looking to throw the football. Caught near the goal line. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very...
Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. And they'll set up now for the extra point try.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? That's reeled in. It's Baker. He's found some room at the 45. They keep the drive going. It's a first out of the 46. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Second and 10 here. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. We reach the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, often setting up for this third down. Can he make it to the marker? And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can keep that rhythm going.
They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. And set. There's second down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down play, coming first down.
Chris, I'd love the play on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time, they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on third down, almost pick up the first down. What it does, though, is it gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this and picking up that first down.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Running with purpose. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now.
Maybe a little bit too creative here on this fourth down play call by the offense. I think the defense was anticipating the offense trying to get the ball into the hands of that receiver, whether it was a pass.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And he breaks clear down the right. Takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish a lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the TCU offense takes the field. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Receiver makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Makes the catch. It's Baker. They stop him, but it's a first down.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And on the carry, he's heading left. The pickup is 4. Sets up a 3rd and 6 now.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Get set.
On third down, he drops to throw. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screenplay. Nice positive gain for the offense.
the offense failed earlier in a 4th down attempt. They'll try it again here. Back to throw. It's Lagway. They'll try a pass here. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, and they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps...
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. On 1st down, it's play action. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Well, that's their 2nd sack already in this game right now. And this offensive coordinator, he's going to have to come up with some changes in pass pro. Keep a tight end in, roll the quarterback out, anything they can do to help him out. Otherwise, this poor guy is going to spend his entire playoff experience on his back.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a 1-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. And it's intercepted. Can he take it all the way? Touchdown, TCU. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Chris, that 2nd-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback's... throw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
They'll set up for the PAT. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. It's a short completion to the big tight end. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that 1st down yardage.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Dropping back, it's Collins. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. He pulls it in for a big gain. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this 1st half.
Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Fires it to the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline.
Chris, I cannot believe we're still in the first half. This guy's already got a couple touchdowns. Now he's adding to his receiver total here by picking up another first down and more yards.
And looking to throw now on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Green. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now in this drive. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal. First and goal for the offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. First and goal. They'll try to run it in. And the running play gets stopped. They're going to mark it right at the 1. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
That's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Dropping back, it's Collins. Looking for 6. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. So a little under 30 seconds to go in the half. We'll see how they play this here in 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker. And completion makes it 2nd and short. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Going for a big play downfield. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. Pressure is coming. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback still with the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. They'll kick it away here. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They get the second half started with their running play. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackle at the 35, good enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And that gain enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted at the 48.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. Caught quickly. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't a score.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this 3rd down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
On 3rd down, it's a handoff. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a first down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a 3rd down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Defense is coming after him. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Well, the quarterback was noticeably hurried on that play. Great pass rushes don't have to get to the quarterback to affect the play. It was a great example of it there.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it. Open.
It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. 2nd down after that previous play. To the air. It's Lagway. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Handoff heading left. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. Still down by double digits in the 3rd quarter. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop. You guys up front line up. It's first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Runs right over the defender. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like...
Got him. He's sacked.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
They look to throw it here on second down. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of his sticks. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
I like the call here. 3rd down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on 3rd down and long.
And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. And the TCU offense takes the field. The last possession, they passed on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. Let's see how they play this one. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Gonna run it. It's Walters.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
To throw, it's Lagway. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Oh, man. For him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. It gets your hands a little shaky.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. There's the handoff. Powers through.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Tigers. Strong game by this quarterback. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against this secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
And the point after is right down the middle. Return starts from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And they get him down after the completion.
Well, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
This time, a completion. And the gain just good enough for a 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. He's moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. It's LSU on top as we take the break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. As we head to the fourth, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And here comes a deep shot. Catch made inside the 10. The stop made at the 5. The offense will have first and goal now. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. The Horned Frogs looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. First and goal, handoff. Running toward the end zone, but the defense forces a fumble. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
Yeah, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made over the middle. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more athletically against this slot receiver.
Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, it's Collins. He's running out of time here. Oh, the sack is made there by the freshman.
Chris, let's tip our cap to this quarterback. He has gotten hit. That's the 4th sack already in this football game. Now, he's thrown for a lot of yards, so it's been one of those cases where either our band is playing or your band is playing. One way or another, you're getting a lot of fireworks in this game.
And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They moved the ball into plus territory last time, but it ended in a fumble. They can't do that again, trailing on the scoreboard. And now from the pistol formation. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. First down here for this offense. They'll run it to the left. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching. Great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. He's hit as he throws it. Oh, that one's picked off. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, just complimentary football, really in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Looking for his big tight end. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, LSU. And the beatdown. Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And the TCU offense takes the field. The last possession. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And they'll move the 6 on that one. It's a first down to the 42. A new set of downs after that completion. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Locates the tight end. It's complete. A huge hit by the linebacker. A collision of big bodies there.
I really like what this defensive coordinator is doing right now. He's got a nice lead. Just sit back. The most important thing is tackling this offense inbounds so that clock will keep ticking.
Inside the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Bringing pressure. Down the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. When the receiving team makes the recovery, the hands team does its job perfectly. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
What a long run for a touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Hey, it's positive yards, right? That's never a bad thing. But let's face it, Chris. These guys got a long way to go in a short amount of time to do it. So let's get the ball downfield and let's get out of bounds to try to preserve that clock.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. And this one is caught.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 42. Can they make the yardage or face a tricky 4th down decision? It's a quick grab. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
How about this guy making this throw? I mean, they have harassed him all game long, and here we are in the 4th quarter. He takes another hit, and this time gets enough on it to be able to complete it. Great play by the quarterback.
And that one's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Okay, ready?
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. To keep rolling away in a really solid game, Kirk, this defense was worried about stopping the QB run today.
Yeah, with a guy like this as a defense, you got to add an extra guy down into the box area because of the threat of his legs. If this offense is smart, run this guy maybe 8 to 10 times a game because it puts so much pressure on the opposing defense. That was a great play.
They'll try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Now it's second down here.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue to dream about the national championship. The other side, suddenly, Kirk, their season is over. But it's been a good ride.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. It's easy to focus on the team that advances, and they should be happy, obviously. They had a great year. They're going to continue to go on. But the team that comes up a little bit short, you can see the emotion down on the field right now. They put so much into this year. Hopefully they'll be able to learn from this and come back even stronger next year.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.